Damien Khan here for Seconds Out with Kalle Sauerland. Kalle, Darren Till defeats Anthony Taylor. Talk me through the fight.
Listen, I honestly, in the history of misfits, the 20 was it tonight, the 21st show, 20th show, loose track. This was the moment of intrigue for me as a traditionalist. What Darren Till can bring to a boxing ring, and very, very impressed. Yeah, very, very impressed. Very high level, great punch output. Credit to Anthony Taylor. I was on the ring apron almost because I thought that fight was over. I thought they should have thrown a towel. He's come back. He's thrown some shots back. He's caught Darren. I don't know what he's done to his nose, but he's connected well. Fought back into it, but Darren showed big art, stuck on him, and what I didn't realise about Darren Till, I've got to admit, is the size of him. I understand now where he gets the gorilla nickname. Phenomenal. And very cheeky hands. Very cheeky hands. All different angles. Pros will have a lot of problems with that because that's a very different style. So Joe McAnally after the fight in the ring, I said, phenomenal hands. Beefy said the same thing. It's a worrying thing. It's a problem. If you're a pro, used to a certain style. It's a sort of Darren Till style. It's a gorilla style. Very, very interesting. And a lot of people said he's going to be terrible. He's going to be great. I thought he was fantastic tonight. Absolutely fantastic.
And let's get into the big announcement. Cat sort of like half got out of the bag, but it was in there in the ring. KSI and Wayne Bridge. Talk me through how difficult it was to keep the secret in the bag and getting Wayne Bridge over the line to sign for the fight.
It was signed in the early hours of the morning. Look, he's been out the ring year and a half. Yeah? So he's got big plans this year. He wants to fight 3 times this year, but you're only as good as your next fight, and look for something that in this space goes viral. That has gone absolutely obliterated the internet as I expected before, and listen, Wayne Bridge. Anyone who knows Wayne Bridge, you ask any footballer. All my footballer pals who played with Wayne Bridge, they tell me one thing: absolute brick house. The guy is he's someone who's a very tough customer. So he's a great athlete, and we'll see how that works in the world of boxing. He's had a boxing fight, a couple of fights before, a while ago, but it's always an intrigue. This world, this wacky world of crossover boxing, and massive event to promote on March 29th on DAZN.
Very last thing, it now seems to be agreed that Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, rehydration clause of 170. What's your reaction to that fight?
What's the reaction to that fight? Yeah, look, it's a fight I made 3 years ago. It's a fight I liked 3 years ago. I still like that fight. I think that the fight itself is not, forget the hype around it, but the fight itself has become almost more interesting now, physically, because you've got the Eubank has aged. Okay, Benn's been out a lot, but he's had a few tune-ups. I think that the gap I predicted at the time, I said to Junior when we signed the fight originally, I said, mate, this is great money for very little risk. I think that's changed a bit now. I think the risk is much higher.
Kalle, appreciate it. Thanks for being Seconds Out. Good man.